Hi, it's Terah. Welcome to Craftmas. I am going to be doing as many videos as I can squeeze in around Christmas time. And today we're going to be creating a couple tote bags that are going to have monograms on them with a little cute design around them. Both monograms I got from Cricut Monogram, or the Cricut Design Space Monogram Toolbar in Cricut Design Space. And I do believe at this point that of filming this that you do have to have Cricut Access membership to be able to access those. Although I'm not sponsored by Cricut, I do think that Cricut Access is worth it, but that's just for me. It may not be for you. However, let's get to it. So I'm going to be using glitter heat transfer vinyl or iron-on. I have some Cricut brand, and then I'm doing little antlers as part of one of my tote bags. So I'm using this brown heat transfer vinyl or iron-on from MerryMade. So I will link in the description if I can find the products that I'm using. And then Michael's has this cute little what I call dollar spot up front at the checkout in my area. And I picked up these little tote bags in that little dollar spot. So they're just, you know, a few bucks depending on what the going price is and if they're on sale also. So I'm going to be doing this cute little green and white one. And then I have this more khaki canvas tote with red on it. Let's get to it. And just a helpful little tip, grab a piece of chalk when you're working with glitter iron-on or glitter HTV heat transfer vinyl, and just run that chalk over where your design is so that you can see it better when you need to trim your excess vinyl or to be able to weed it. Just a little helpful hack, tip. Okay, so I have my HTVRONT auto heat press turned on. Actually, no, I don't. I need to turn it on, and then I'm going to pick one of my presets. Let's see, those are mine. I'm going to do their presets. I'm going to do 330 for 20 seconds. And while that's warming up or heating up, I'm going to lint roll my little tote bags. So while this is heating up, I've got it set to 330 for 20 seconds, and it's heating up right now, and it'll heat up pretty quickly. I'm going to lint roll my tote bag, get that ready, and then I'm going to do a little pre-press. And I'm also going to be putting my pressing pillow inside of this because of the seams. I have learned using this auto heat press that the seams really will affect the pressure of the material. And I'm going to get my other little tote bag lint rolled and ready here as well. Okay, so this pressing pillow I'm going to fit inside of my tote bag. If it doesn't fit, I have a smaller pressing pillow. Nope, it fits perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to stick this in here to try to help bump up my image, bump up my actual tote bag because of the seams here around the edging here. It will affect your pressing when you're using the auto HTVRONT auto heat press. So I highly recommend having pressing pillows handy when you're doing tote bags and sweatshirts and wine bags and things like that. Okay, let's get this image lined up. So I'm just taking my heat transfer vinyl and kind of layering it on top of each other. I'm going to do two separate presses. Just making sure that that little crown is pretty centered over that little ring. Oops, it just moved. Okay. And then I'm going to place this on here, just kind of eyeballing it. And then I'm going to do measurements with my fabric measuring tape, just from the outside edge of the center of the image. So that's about 4 3/4, and that's about 4 3/4-ish. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm gonna get it ready to throw in the machine. We are almost at 330. Okay, so I peeled the top layer off. My machine just beeped, it's ready to go. And I'm gonna put this in just to tack it down for a few seconds. So I'm gonna open my drawer and I'm gonna throw a piece of Teflon. And I'm gonna slide it in, and I'm just gonna do a few seconds. Let's do like, I don't know, 8 seconds. And I'm gonna open it up. You can press any button. Just gonna give that a second to cool just a little bit before I peel this up. Okay, pretty good. Now I'm gonna realign this back on here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Place my Teflon sheet on top, and we're gonna pop it in and do the full press for 20 seconds, which really only needs about 15 seconds, so I really could stop this at the 5-second marker. And this is not something that's going to be worn, but it may be washed at some point if needed. I'm just going to let it do the full press. Glitter heat transfer vinyl is pretty durable. Okay. Let me just let that cool off for just a millisecond. Okay, we've got one done. How cute is that? So the middle monogram should be the last name. Just so happens that this first name and last name, or first name and last name, middle name and last name have the same letter. So it still looks cute though. I love this. Okay, let's make our other tote bag. And again, I'm just gonna line this up so I can see where everything needs to go. I'm gonna do my glitter layer first, so I'm putting that underneath rather than on top, because glitter heat transfer vinyl, like I said, has a little bit more durability to it when it comes to heating it. I'm just going to set that right on the bag there, and I'm going to do some measurements from the outward part of the letter. That looks almost perfect to me, so I'm just going to take this top layer off, and then we are going to throw in that pressing pillow. And again, this is to help with the seams that you have from the bag handles at the top and the edging around the top. And then I'm going to throw over the Teflon sheet. In she goes, and just for a few seconds. I think I did like 8 seconds last time. Okay, that should be a nice little tack down. Glitter is a lot more forgiving and a lot more easier material for heat transfer vinyl to work with, in my opinion. Okay, let's throw on these little deer antlers. Turn it back facing me so that I can see and make sure I line this up appropriately. My gosh, this is so cute. I love it. Okay, so I have it lined up there, and I'm going to turn it back around. I'm trying to let the seams kind of fall off the edge of my drawer here, so that they are as minimally affecting my heat transfer as possible. Okay, so this is not glitter, so I'm actually going to only do 15 seconds and then call it good on this. I don't want to overheat the non-glitter heat transfer vinyl. So as soon as it gets down to 5 seconds, then I'm gonna pull her out and give her a check and inspection. Okay. And then instead of pulling this off while it's still kind of hot, I'm gonna wait and let that cool off just a minute, and then we'll check and make sure that it's adhered down nicely. If not, then I can do a few extra seconds. Okay, I'm peeling it off. One of the ways that you can tell if it's all the way through is running your finger over it and making sure that there's nothing that you feel like you could scoop up. There's just one little spot on this antler end over here that I feel like isn't, I mean, it's down, but it's not fully down, so I'm just going to do a couple seconds. I'm going to throw this back over it, and I'm also going to throw my Teflon sheet over it just for a couple seconds and actually make sure that's in there pretty good. Make sure it's under that heat plate all the way. Okay. Just literally like 3 seconds. Okay, we did 4 seconds, but okay, now I'm just gonna let that completely cool off and we will check this out. So check this out. How cute is that? Sweet for a little boy. So what my plan is I have these little squishmallows that I'm going to put in these little totes for my niece and nephew for Christmas, and maybe add just a little bow on the outside, maybe throw some tissue paper in, but these are going to be like little gift sacks that they'll be able to use for years to come, and that way their presents literally will just go in their little tote to take home. So hope this has been helpful to you. If you found benefit, please hit the like button. And just for fun, for Craftmas, let's do a little crown emoji in the comment section, or some kind of little deer emoji in the comment section, just for fun, for the festive Craftmas season or Christmas season that we are in. I hope that you enjoyed and found some inspiration no matter what machine that you cut with for your designs. And as always, until next time, check out another one of my videos.